Andrea here, pharmacist, a long time. Okay, today I want to talk about all the food coloring, the food dyes, and artificial flavors, and what these things could possibly be doing to kids' behaviors. Okay, I saw, or anyone's behavior really, these things are gross. I saw a video. There was a woman, she was like a neuroscientist or something. I don't remember her title. But she knew about the brain. And her child was having all kinds of behavior problems all over the spectrum. He was suicidal, he was depressed, he was agitated, he was hyperactive. Of course, a doctor wanted to prescribe the ADHD drugs, and the mom said no. You can say no, just saying. But she discovered that he was having a horrible reaction to food coloring, food dyes. So I'm going to read to you some of the symptoms he had with each individual food coloring, because she figured it out by elimination. And then I'm going to make a point. And this is hard. I think there's a lot of overprescribing with kids. I've always thought that. Because what happens is they're given a drug, they have a side effect from that drug, so then they give them a drug for the side effect of the first drug, and then they have another side effect, so and they're on now 3, 4, 5 pills. Little children. I always had an issue with that. So let me read to you what his symptoms were. With Red 40, he was hyperactive, he had migraines, he was impulsive, he was fidgety, and he said he had buzzing in his brain. Okay, now with that one, I could see, before this, I just found this out. This is crazy. But if you went to the doctor with those symptoms, the doctor would say, let's try some Ritalin. I just know they would. Unless they were onto the food coloring. That's what they would say. Okay? And then for the migraines, they'd say, let's give him some migraine medicine. And when he has a migraine, like the Imitrex or something. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So then with green number 3. Now, mind you, food colorings are petrochemicals, and so are artificial flavors. They're petroleum products, okay? They're awful for you. They're chemicals, they're synthetic, and they're gross. And if not fully refined, they're carcinogenic. Just saying. So, green, he had mania, he was hyperactive, and had feelings of euphoria. Now, this is similar to bipolar. So if you had those symptoms, you told the doctor those symptoms, the doctor might say, your child is bipolar. Here's some lithium. Do you see what I'm saying? Then with yellow, he had anxiety. He was very aggressive. He was defiant, and he had violent outbursts. And suicidal thoughts. He was like 8. So, now, I've never heard of these. They've given these symptoms a medical term, okay? So, you might be told, your child has oppositional defiant disorder. I've never heard of that. Or conduct disorder. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like they're just making it up. I don't know. Maybe that's a real thing, but that just sounds, I don't know. It sounds shady to me. So this woman took her child off of all food coloring and all artificial flavors. And then he was like a different child. He had no problems. All those symptoms went away. So do you see what I'm saying? And what makes me angry is the medical community knows about these things with the food coloring. They know it. If you look at the literature, there's concern that a lot of children are unable to tolerate the food coloring. They know it. Yet they're still on the market. So what if you're a person that doesn't know any of this, like I didn't know this like a year ago, and your child's been on medication for years and actually all they've had is a bad reaction to food coloring that's in the food. And the food that it's mainly in is like all those cute little cereals that kids love with all the colors. Look on the back, you're going to see they have numbers next to them. Red 40, green blah, there's like numbers. Those are petrochemicals. They serve no purpose except to just give it a bright color. All the candy, many beverages, all the little colored beverages, that's all food dye. And she took this all out of his diet, and he was like a different child. She brought him out. It was so cute. He was just a sweet little kid. But do you see what I'm saying? So I don't understand, because I always tell the story. My sister went to Egypt. She bought a pack of M&Ms. She opened it up, and she's like, what is wrong with these M&Ms? They were muted. They were mauve. They were very naturally colored. And her son-in-law says they don't allow food coloring in Egypt. It is banned because it is so bad for you. So why is it approved here by these three-letter? I don't know. It baffles me. They serve no purpose whatsoever. So why are they allowed? This is a huge issue. And I don't want to say what I really think, but you probably already figured it out. So, because I don't, after this. Anyway, this is something you could try with your child for any sort of behavioral type problems, all the anxiety, all the depression that we're seeing in kids. And I did a video on earthing, where your child goes outside barefoot, runs around in the grass. It heals them. Watch the grounding video. They did little children. They grounded them. Their behavior drastically improved. Just with all the devices and all the toxins we're being hit with, and your body's all, the earth just has an electrical negative charge that just grounds you. It's amazing. Just watch that and take these dyes out, and your child may not have to go on any prescription medications, is all I'm saying, because this is a real issue. And until they get removed from the market, like I think they should be, we're just going to have to try to figure these things out and, take care of our kids. But anyway, that's my spiel on food dye. So, see ya.